Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Weekly Switch podcast. And over here we got our usual panelists. It's
Hello.
me, Kent.
Hello.
Liana
Alvin here.
And Alvin, of course. And this is now going to be our 5th week running. It's amazing just how fast time has passed.
Wait, this is what, our 6th episode already?
6th episode, right?
yeah.
Episode 6. And ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to check out our previous episodes on social media and support and like us. And as a quick recap, our previous podcast, that will be week 5, was all about gaming. We
got carried away.
Yeah, we got carried away a bit, but that is from our heart, our passion on all various games. So if you missed it, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to check out our previous episodes and like us on our social media network. And for this particular week, we're going to be talking about Apple experience.
Yeah.
And just to give a quick overview of what we're going to talk about, we are going to talk about the experience that each of us encountered when we first seen an Apple product, we first used an Apple product, or we got introduced to a product from Apple. So why don't we start? Alvin, go ahead.
So for me, right, my first thought about Apple is something
Pasar
related-
Malam.
No,
Pasar Malam.
design.
The real Apple.
No lah. So it's something related about design.
Okay.
So my first impression about Apple is at a PC fair
PC fan.
in Pisa.
Back in?
Back in I think in 2000. That
Wow.
time still got Apple booth
I
there.
think I was still in Form 5 at that time.
Okay.
Standard 6. Standard 6. I'm young, man. I'm young.
Yeah, now you're making me look old.
Okay, so since that time, that girl, they do a demo on I think it's iMac.
Okay.
Okay, so at that time still is Windows SP, right?
Could be Windows 2000, Windows ME, Windows XP or 2001.
I think it's Windows Me.
Windows Me. Oh,
Yeah.
the horror.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. No offense to Windows users out there.
That time in Windows Me. So I went to the PC fair. I saw a Apple booth.
Okay.
So nowadays very hard to saw a Apple.
No, it's very hard.
Yeah. So I saw Apple booth. They do a demo on a Mac. The salesperson he's do a very simple, change the language of the system.
Change the language
Oh,
of the system.
fancy.
Ooh.
Because as my time, I want to change the system language. It's very hard.
Okay.
It's very complicated and take a lot of time.
Okay.
You need to restart all kind of thing. So when the salesperson they are doing the demo, it's quite simple. You just go to the top bar and then they change from English to Chinese.
Yep.
They just log out and log in done.
Whoa.
So that's my first impression about Mac. I said, wow, so fast. I no need to wait.
Don't need to wait.
Yeah, just log out and log in again. Just done.
So the magic was there.
Yeah, so the whole system is changed the language. So that's my first experience about Apple.
Cool.
Yeah, actually it quite impressed me because I said, oh, I can do like this fast. Because at that time, you want to change the system, it's very troublesome. You need to download and do a lot of things.
Okay.
Yeah, but for that moment, I said, wow,
It's amazing.
amazing.
I think it did work.
Your first Apple product that you own?
My first Apple product is iPhone.
I saw.
When?
Whoa.
Back
for
then?
them.
Okay, actually I'm one of the critical for iPhone. When the first general launched in
Okay.
US, I said, no 3G, no video talk, no this kind of thing.
Critic.
Yeah. I'm that
Old
kind of
age
person.
debate.
Yeah. So, but at the time I'm using another phone.
Yep.
Okay, another brand phone. So I tell myself.
Let's say let's call it banana.
Um,
Okay. Let's call it banana, okay.
So I use banana about 2 generations.
Okay.
2 different type of phone. All is die. So I tell myself, if let's say this phone is die,
Okay.
I will get an iPhone. I will give a try on an
And
iPhone.
Getting it.
Okay. So that time is iPhone 3GS.
Aha.
Okay.
The smooth bevels.
Yeah,
and
the
everything.
interesting is when the iPhone 3GS launched in Malaysia is quite late. Yeah, actually iPhone is quite late come into Malaysia. So that time I do a lot of research. I look for the keynote, the Steve Jobs keynote. They talk about 3G and then the 3GS. So I got a bit something like that. So I want to try it out. So and then I go to buy it. So after I buy this, my first iPhone I use,
Yeah.
but it's the very short period. I use around 5 months.
5 months.
Then what happened to it?
I sold it.
Okay.
Okay, for iPhone 4.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair trade.
Yeah. So that time is just launched iPhone 4, so I get it on the first day. So I get the iPhone 4 still with me until now.
Cool.
It's still using it. It still work very fine. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it.
I don't know why we're clapping, but yeah, give me a clap.
Yeah.
So that is my first iPhone. It's 3GS and then iPhone 4. And then some of my computer, yeah, same story.
Same story.
Yeah, if my computer die, I will change
The brand.
to Mac. Yeah, also happened at that period.
Yeah.
Don't know why. So my laptop is broke down and then I get the iMac.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I use until now.
Whoa.
So that's my Apple product.
So now how many Apple products do you have?
Countless.
Countless. Ladies and gentlemen, you should see Alvin's expression right now. Actually,
Yes, you should see his
The
table.
video podcast.
So I got iPad, got iPhone, got Mac.
Yeah,
okay,
his
I
table
can
is
say
basically
that.
filled up with all those gadgets.
Yeah, basically multiply each of those gadgets.
Yeah.
You get the correct answer. But still, Alvin's very good experience sharing. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Alvin. And so let's move on to the quiet lady over here. Very pretty and newly minted, Liana.
Banyak okay, you know, growing up in Malaysia, we normally use this thing I call tingkap.
Tingkap.
Okay, we use tingkap a lot. Growing up, I used that PC, and then my first experience is when I first enrolled to college as a designer. I was taking design courses. I was introduced to iMac Aluminium.
When was that?
2007.
2007. Okay.
Well, that's
Yeah.
quite new, right?
Quite new.
Yeah, quite new. That's like my first experience. So before that, I have no idea what Apple is. I have no idea what iMac. None. I just know, okay, that's an iPod. That's it. That's it.
Okay.
So I don't know what the previous version, the Intel, the plastic version. But I've seen on TV the one with the big blue.
That one is
What's it
the
called?
iconic
Iconic
iMac.
iMac.
Yeah, you've seen it.
Original
You've seen it
iMac.
on TV, but I just thought it's another version of PC.
Candy drop, I think. That's the word. Candy colored.
But it looks fancy.
Yeah,
It's the all-in-one Mac.
all in one.
Yeah.
Exactly what Alvin mentioned. All in one.
So when I first got into the class, the first thing the lecturer says is just click anything you want. Wow, I said okay. So an iMac all for myself. For me to click, so I start open Photoshop and I just start clicking everything, and I like the keyboard. To me, it's very flat. So that's my first experience as well. Very flat keyboard, and then I was thinking, mana CPU? Where the heck is the CPU? Where do I put the CD with? Because basically, they just let us explore. They won't explain. You explore first. We will tell you later how it works. And then of course the mouse. They have this tiny roller.
Yeah.
And I keep fiddling with that thing. It's like figure out, wait. There's no divider. How do I know which one to click?
Ooh.
So to me, that's like wow, something cool. So and then another thing that I remember is being amazed by the rainbow wheel pin wheel. So rainbow, fancy.
Well, what Liana says is one way of saying it. From me and Alvin's point of view, it's a spinning beach ball there.
It was like, hey, rainbow. So that was my first, and I remember very well getting used to the command keys and stuff like that because we're so used to other keyboard, right?
Yeah, agreed.
So, but then finding out that there's no CPU really amazed me. So basically, I went back and thought, wow, you know what? No CPU, you just slot in beside right to the monitor. I call it monitor. Yeah. So that was my experience. How about you?
Thank you so much, Liana, for sharing. Okay, my turn already?
Yes.
Yeah.
See, I told you mine is very short. Can have a long journal.
No, I'll keep it as
Mine
short
is a
as
post-it
possible.
note. Alvin is at least a 2-pager.
No, I'm not going to say a novel, but I'll keep it very straight to the point. So let me see. Actually, I have 2 encounters with my Mac for experience. The first was when I was still in college. That was 2001. That would be about the same time as what Alvin has saw.
Yeah.
But unfortunately speaking, even though it was a visit to my college, I did not really have a positive experience. I didn't see what was so special about that.
Okay.
But then again, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, I graduated from a typical college. I'm a hardcore Windows user.
Tingkap.
Yeah, tingkap. Kita panggil tingkap. So you say Windows 98, Windows 2000, Windows Me, Windows XP. That was what I am. You talk about hardware, I can just go to any PC shop, buy a box, get the components I need. I think Alvin also understand this. It's your typical, that's me. So end up that I suddenly have this bias. I would never pay attention to what was said about Apple's product.
Same here.
So that was my first experience. It wasn't really that positive, ladies and gentlemen. Now the second one was when I had to find a job. So I was actually working in the typical computer shop, fixing, assembling computers non-stop, installing Windows, delivering it to customers. So I want to find a better job, something that's more, what do you call that?
Fulfilling?
Fulfilling, yeah. Thank you, Liana, for saying that. Something very important. So, but as Chance would put it, the same person that came to my college was actually working in the same company.
This is deep, man.
So I talked to him, who's also my friend, and he offered me to come to the shop, have an interview, and then maybe introduce me to the products from Apple. So I went through the interview, but again, it was job is job. I'm still not convinced about the product. So my friend, being my friend, decided to brainwash me. So basically, I was very stubborn, biased. I said that apples are useless, slow, expensive, can't do anything. So I just say, shut up, can't. Come here, listen to me. And he brought me in front of something called a Power Mac G4. Now, for those listeners, you don't understand that. But basically, you can treat it as a typical PC box. So to me, I just see it's like a piece of plastic, expensive. But then my colleague, he showed me the operating system, OS 10. At that time it was 10.3, with the nickname for it was called Panther. And he started doing all these amazing things, launching multiple applications without crashing, opening multiple windows, navigating by opening all windows, expose, doing so many things, changing language like what Alvin mentioned, and doing photos, video editing, music creation, etc. By the end of just 30 minutes, I was sold. I was a hardcore Apple supporter. A complete 180 degrees turn from where I was. And I was like, hey, how come I didn't know about this? And my friend just looked at me judgmentally and said, Ken, that's because you don't listen. Well,
I think that's your surrounding as you grow up using Windows.
Yeah.
You tend to stick to one.
Correct.
Because you're used to the system already.
Yes. Yeah. Getting accustomed to the new one is a bit like tough because we know, okay, start left, bottom left, and then it's like top.
Yeah.
Just normal to make you feel like weird.
But one thing I find out is that after being converted by my friend, I found out that those that have a hardcore bias towards a certain platform, let's say they are hardcore Windows user, those that you can convert, they'll actually become hardcore Apple supporters.
Actually kind of true.
It's like they have this, once they seen the light, or maybe they really got converted, they believe, the keyword is belief. They end up being an advocate for a product from Apple. In my case, the starting point was from that very old Power Mac G4. Then my first Mac in the company, I think for both Alvin and Liana, they won't recognize it, is a PowerBook G3.
Wait, let
bronze
me
keyboard.
Let me Google that.
I think PowerBook G3 bronze keyboard. I think the word was called a Lombard.
It's aluminum?
No,
bronze keyboard?
Not yet, right?
Yes, bronze keyboard. Literally, the name is called bronze
like
keyboard.
the sheer one?
It's black in color, pure black plastic. The Apple logo is upside down if you open the lid.
Okay, I'm looking at it.
After that, they changed the logo.
Yes, to the right side.
Very hackery looking.
Yeah, but it was it doesn't look old. If you look at the photo, ladies and gentlemen, you can find the link, or maybe you can include the link. My first Mac when I was in the company is exactly, Liana, you found it. It's a PowerBook G3 running the same operating system my friend recommended to me, 10.3.
How many platforms is that?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of ports at that time. Well, I think ignoring the usual ports you recognize, there are a lot of things like Apple Display Connector ports, ADC, and even the old SCSI ports. All these are no longer in the business, but still amazing. I come to think about that time and where I am, very big difference. A lot of things have changed. So I think Liana, Alvin, and ladies and gentlemen, that's my story of the experience.
Share with us if you have your first experience. Comment in the YouTube side.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen.
Leave us a comment in Facebook as well. We would like to know.
Yeah, what is your first Apple experience? Maybe where was it?
Yeah, if you have photo, please take photo and upload. Send it to us.
In this part of the podcast, we include some links to some of the things that we've seen. Maybe Liana's the beautiful aluminium type, and maybe Alvin, what you've seen so far, and of course the product that I've seen as well. And let's move on a bit. Liana, come, let's share with us what kind of promotion is coming up over the next few weeks.
Tomorrow is Valentine.
Oh, Valentine.
Yeah, so we have a promo going on for our ghost casing. If you see on our Facebook and as well as our YouTube, we have some few DIY tutorials. If you buy any Apple Core products, you will get 2 ghost casing for the price of 1.
2 ghost casing for the price of 1, ladies and gentlemen.
So you can DIY it and give it to your significant others. Make it personalize it lah.
Personalize it.
Yeah, and then of course we have Chinese New Year promo as well. 0% for iPad, select any iPad and as well as selected Mac. Of course, more details on that, please visit our outlet. They will have, our crew will have more details. And we also have our prosperity draw. You can either go for 0% when you buy any iPad and bundle, or you could go for prosperity draw, which is you choose ang pao from 50 ringgit to 68 ringgit.
Wow.
So please visit our outlet.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, please check out our promotions, and like what Liana said, please check out the videos that we have created for ghost casing. Very professional. He's very, very inspiring as well. And since we're on the topic of Chinese New Year and Valentine.
No, Valentine. Ken, what do you have for your wife tomorrow?
Yeah, what do you buy? I saw a comic from Lat.
Candle dinner?
Yeah, candlelight dinner.
Which is?
Okay, it's like this. It's like the first, it's a 2 panel. I think it was Keys were comic. First panel was the wife and the husband on the bed. And the wife say, hey, don't have to buy me anything on Valentine's Day. And the husband say, okay. Second panel. Valentine's Day itself, the husband sleep on the floor, the wife was on the bed angry. So ladies and gentlemen, you have, I think, barely 12 more hours to go.
Basically, when ladies say that, they want something. Just take note, okay? Take note.
So speaking of, so why don't we shoot each other? Let's see, Alvin, what do you have in mind for Valentine tomorrow?
Tomorrow, okay, I got a meet with friends and go for the Jump Street.
Jump Street, good. So good group date. Jump Street group date.
Yeah. So later on we'll go for a movie lah. It's a normal girl. We all are single, still available. So it's something like that.
Okay.
Liana?
Yeah, Liana.
I have a date with my Mac and Netflix. I'm going to binge watch all my TV series. So yeah, that's my date.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I'm willing to do that. That's the best date ever.
Oh dear.
Okay, Ken.
No comments.
Please.
No comments.
Ken, you need to buy flowers. You need to buy chocolates.
No.
You need to take back for dinner.
Never.
So should be set on floor already.
You see, the comic does nothing to him. Couldn't take cues, man.
So moving on, first before I get trapped, Chinese New Year, ladies and gentlemen. Chinese New Year is happening in another week.
Chinese New Year is back.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
So ladies and gentlemen, Chinese New Year, we want to wish everyone celebrating Chinese New Year a very happy Chinese New Year. Gong Xi Fa Cai.
Go see Fa Chai.
Gong Xi Fa Cai. Oh, come on. And of course, happy Valentine. So again, before we sign off, I want those who are listening, please support us. Switch, check out our social media network. Go and check out all the amazing video created by Alvin. And don't forget to like our page and check out our promotion and add your comments to this very special episode.
And for Chinese New Year, for every Apple Core product, you will get Switch ang pao. So please, go ahead. While stocks last.
Gong Xi Fa Cai, Gong Xi Fa Cai.
Yes.
Okay, and that's it for episode 6. Signing off. This is me, Kent.
Liana here.
Alvin.
And goodbye. Thank you.